Well, hello, folks, and welcome to the Dieter Melhorn Fishing Podcast. Hope you're having a good day, whatever day it is that you happen to be listening to the show. Tragic news today from the fishing world, and it spans a couple of states and a lot of people. I was out on a guide trip this morning, had some clients out there on a fishing trip, and one of them, a bass fisherman, started getting some messages about a boat crash, a boat accident in a fishing tournament. And it happened to be just up the road from where we were fishing. We were fishing on Lake Wiley in North Carolina, and this happened on Lake Norman, just northwest of Charlotte. Just, I don't know, maybe 30 miles up the road. I've done videos there before, and it involved a boat crash, two boats, one of them a professional bass fisherman in a NPFL tournament that was going on up there. The initial word was that two boats collided sometime right around 7 o'clock. And for those of you that are not into the bass tournament world, that's right around the time a lot of these tournaments start. It's right around sunrise, first light. They usually blast off around that time frame just so that there's plenty of visibility. Everybody can see the sun's up enough. There's enough light that everybody can see and run safely, or so they hope. In this situation, Jesse Ayers from Oklahoma was one of the competitors in the tournament. He collided with another boat, and there's some pretty good pictures from the scene up there of the damage to the boat that he ran into. You can tell it's pretty significant, and to hit and do that kind of damage, probably a lot of speeds involved. Don't know how fast, but I would assume that boat was going at speed to do that kind of damage. Both anglers were injured in this collision, and both of them were transported to the hospital. Luckily, both of them survived, and that's the good news. But Ayers was found at fault. He was charged by the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission in the accident and found at fault for what happened. So it's kind of interesting because when you look at the boat that he hit, it appears the damage is on the right side, which kind of can tell you maybe which direction Ayers' boat was coming from. And, depending on what's going on, it's kind of interesting. He is almost the vessel that should have, had the right of way, so to speak, in actual highway terms. But we don't know what was happening. We don't know if the other boat that he hit was sitting still or what was going on exactly. So it'll be interesting to see details once they come out in this whole deal. But he was charged, so I'm sure he's out of that tournament series probably after that happened. But that was the good accident, if there is one. Around the same time in Alabama on Lewis Smith Lake, right around 7:07, around the same time, was looking like in kind of a blast off start type scenario. There was a collision. Some reports are it was foggy in the area that morning. Don't know for sure. But there was a collision between what is being described as multiple boats. There was some news coverage from down there. Let's take a look at that real quick.
That breaking news is a deadly boat crash in Coleman County. We are been told that at least one person was killed in that crash on Smith Lake during a major league fishing competition. Your reporter, Jillian Brooks, is live in Coleman County now, trying to get exactly to that crash site right now. Jillian?
Yeah, Sheldon, I'm currently on a boat heading to where we believe that crash happened. Now, we're learning that accident happened in the Miller Bottoms area over this way on Smith Lake here in Coleman. And now that deadly crash happened this morning during a tournament hosted by Major League Fishing. Now, one person told us that there was a foggy morning on the lake. Now, we know that one person is dead, and at least one of the fishermen in the tournament was involved in the boat crash. Now, we did get video of that boat being pulled out of the water at Smith Park Lake earlier this morning. Now, we're working to learn more, and we are in touch with Major League Fishing about this accident. And as we learn more, we will keep you updated on air and online. But for now, I'm live in Coleman County. Jillian Brooks, WBRC 6 News, on your side.
Now, MLF officials are saying that multiple boats were involved, multiple anglers, but the only name that they've released is Flint Davis from Georgia. It was released that he was injured and he was transported. Now, the bad part on this one, there was a fatality. They have not said who the angler is or the passenger that died in this accident. Nothing's been released, but out of all the injuries, all the boats involved, there was a fatality. So we're waiting to hear who that is, whether it was an angler, maybe a co-angler, an observer. I'm not sure exactly what all they have. It could have been a camera person. They run cameras in a lot of these boats, and it could have been somebody to that extent. So we'll wait to see what's coming out there. But a tragic deal all around in the fishing world, whether you're into bass fishing or not. Just the fact that you have two crashes in a tournament right around blast off in the morning. It's a bad deal. Speed involved, I'm going to venture a guess, most likely. That's my opinion on it. Just generally speaking, most of y'all that know, bass boats are designed to go fast. They're designed to go very fast, 70, 80 miles an hour fast. And speed doesn't cause collisions, but it makes it very hard to avoid them when one is approaching. And, a lot of people are going to be in the comments, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear your feedback. Feel free to jump into the comments, be respectful, obviously, but, hey, they ought to have speed limits. It's been brought up a lot of times. It's been mentioned a lot of times. It has not been seriously ever discussed in the bass fishing world because you look at who the major sponsors are, the motor manufacturers are some of the biggest. And the bigger the motors they sell, the more money that they make. So just like with the electronics and all the money they dump into the bass fishing world, you won't see a lot of that stuff disappear with forward-facing sonar to speak of. And you won't see the big motors go away with the bass fishing, nor will you see speed limits put into effect. Don't see that coming anytime soon. Maybe I'm wrong. Love to be wrong on that one, but I think it would help to make things safer. Again, it doesn't necessarily prevent a collision, prevent an accident, but it does give you more time going slower to make a decision to do something. So hopefully we find out what led to this. A lot of times we never hear any more about it. That's the sad part. It's why people like me try to dig into it. Cerebral Tackle, another YouTube channel here that I love watching. He's Mr. Investigative, and we'll be digging into this one, I'm sure, to have more details on it. Be sure to check him out and get your fish on. Another one that is real good in the bass fishing world, covering tournament stuff. And both of these guys got great YouTube channels, get some real good insight and inside information. So they'll probably be the ones to follow up on this with exactly what happened. I'll try to get back to you with a little information as maybe some names come out and some more details. But keep them in your thoughts and prayers. There's a lot of people's lives that will never, ever be the same. Some of these people were lucky enough to walk away from these accidents, but their lives will never be the same. Doing something that they truly love, truly are passionate about, and then having something like this happen, it is a game changer in the direction of your life. So thoughts and prayers to them. And the ones who survived, hope you have a speedy recovery. And that's it for now. We'll catch you guys out on the water.